Hey everyone, and welcome back to Illusion Insider. In today's video, we're going to unmask the secrets behind 2023's most astonishing Britain's Got Talent performances, counting down the top 5 acts that left audiences completely stunned, so make sure you watch until the end. Kicking off our list at number 5, we have the mesmerizing Ki-moon-do. This South Korean illusionist took the BGT stage by storm with his masterful card manipulation. In one of his tricks, Ki-moon starts with 2 decks of cards, one blue and one red. He asks which he should use, then chooses the blue deck and puts the red one in his pocket. But wait, with a snap of his fingers, the red deck magically appears in his hand. But Ki-moon's not done yet. He spreads out the red deck and pulls out a set of blank cards from his pocket. Now here's where things get really wild. As he mixes the cards in a series of fluid movements, the blank cards suddenly have faces, and the faced cards turn blank. It's like watching a cardboard Rubik's Cube being solved at lightning speed. So how did Ki-moon pull off these tricks? Let's break them down. The secret to the first deck switch lies in a technique called palming. When Ki-moon puts the red deck in his pocket, he's likely palming it in his hand. The snap of his fingers is a classic misdirection, drawing your attention away from the hand holding the palm deck. As for the blank cards transforming, this is where Ki-moon's true mastery shines. He's using a combination of double-sided cards and extremely fast, precise movements. Some cards have a blank face on one side and a regular card face on the other. By controlling which side is visible and executing rapid turns, Ki-moon creates the illusion of cards changing from blank to printed and back again. What makes Ki-moon's act truly special is the fluidity of his movements. Each action flows seamlessly into the next, making it nearly impossible for the eye to catch the moments of deception. It's this combination of technical skill and artistic presentation that elevates Ki-moon's performance from a simple trick to a magical experience. Moving up to number 4, we have Lewis Fuller. This young man from London brought a fresh, theatrical vibe to the BGT stage that had everyone's jaws on the floor. In his first trick, a spotlight reveals him sitting at a grand piano, singing his heart out. But just as we're settling into the music, the piano starts to disintegrate into shimmering fragments that float away into the darkness. But Lewis isn't done yet. As he continues singing, those shimmering fragments start to coalesce, forming the shape of a woman. And then boom! There's an actual woman standing on the stage. It's like Lewis just conjured a person out of thin air. The grand finale? Lewis lays the woman on the table and covers her with a red cloth. He steps back, and suddenly, the cloth-covered form starts to rise in the air. You're thinking, okay, classic levitation trick. But nope. Lewis pulls away the cloth, and instead of the woman, there's a shower of red flower petals falling to the stage. Now let's pull back the curtain on this spectacular illusion. First, the disappearing piano trick relies on a combination of lighting effects and carefully timed mechanical action. The piano is equipped with a mechanism that allows it to rapidly fold or collapse while simultaneously releasing a shower of reflective confetti. The darkness of the stage and strategic lighting hide the collapsing mechanism, creating the illusion of the piano disintegrating. The appearance of the woman is a classic example of misdirection and hidden compartments. While Lewis is singing and our attention is on the shimmering particles, the woman just comes on stage and walks closer to Lewis. Moving on, the floating and vanishing woman trick is a variation of the classic levitation illusion. The table contains a rigid support system that extends upwards, hidden by the cloth. When Lewis removes the cloth, the support quickly retracts, and at the same moment, a burst of flower petals is released from above. What makes Lewis's performance so captivating is how he weaves these illusions into a cohesive musical narrative. The combination of his singing, the atmospheric lighting, and the fluid transitions between tricks create a truly immersive experience that keeps the audience spellbound from start to finish. Sliding into our number 3 spot, we have Mickey Dark. This mysterious performer brought a whole new level of danger and suspense to the BGT stage that had everyone on the edge of their seats. In the first trick, Mickey walks onto the stage, and immediately there's this eerie background music that makes us feel like we're in a horror movie. He doesn't say a word, just stares at the judges with this intense look that probably had them checking their life insurance policies. Then, out of nowhere, Mickey pulls out a piece of paper with blah 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 written on it. He lights a match, sets the paper on fire, and poof, it disappears in a burst of sparks. But that's just the warm-up act. For this main trick, Mickey brings Simon Cowell on stage. Now, if you know anything about Simon, you know he's not easily impressed. But what happens next has even Simon looking a bit nervous. Mickey sits Simon in a chair, puts his hands and feet together, and then covers his head with a black cloth. Then he pours what looks like gasoline all over the cloth. At this point, the audience is probably thinking, surely he's not going to... right? But Mickey's not done. He puts Simon's head through a hole in the table, covers it with a red box, and then lights it on fire. You can actually see the flames coming out of the box. It's just like watching a magic trick and a horror movie at the same time. Just when you think Simon's about to become the world's most well-done talent judge, Mickey lifts the box, pulls the cloth, and surprise, Simon's perfectly fine, not a hair out of place. So how did Mickey pull off this terrifying illusion without turning Simon into the Human Torch? Let's break it down. The key to this trick lies in careful preparation and misdirection. The black cloth covering Simon's head is treated with a fire-retardant solution, while the gasoline Mickey pours is a harmless, non-flammable liquid that merely looks like gasoline. The real magic happens with the red box. It's equipped with a false bottom and a separate compartment for the actual fire. When Mickey opens the top of the box, he's not actually exposing Simon's head to the flames. Instead, he's revealing a hidden fire chamber while Simon's head remains safely below in a separate protected compartment. The side of the box that Mickey opens to show the audience the flames is carefully positioned to maintain this illusion. When he removes the box and cloth, Simon is unharmed because he was never actually in danger. What makes Mickey's performance so powerful is the atmosphere of tension and danger he creates. The scary background music, his intense stares, and deliberate movements all contribute to building a sense of dread that makes the final reveal all the more impactful. Coming in at number 2, we have the young Irish sensation Cillian O'Connor. This teenage prodigy left the judges and audience in a state of disbelief with his incredible close-up magic. Here's how it went down. Cillian walks on stage carrying a massive playing card covered by a red cloth. He asks Simon to think of a card, any card. Simon picks the 7 of diamonds. Cillian dramatically whips off the cloth to reveal a completely different card. But here's where it gets interesting. He shows everyone that the giant card has a hole in it, big enough to put his hand through. He does exactly that, waving to the audience through the hole. Then comes the real mind bender. Cillian turns the card around. He peels off what looks like a sticker from the back of the card, and suddenly there's no hole. And the front is completely intact too. It's just like the hole had vanished into thin air. So how did Cillian pull off this holy trick? Let's look into the secrets. The large card Cillian uses is actually a specially crafted prop with multiple layers. The front layer has a pre-cut hole, behind which is a sliding panel that matches the card face perfectly. The back of the card looks normal, but has a fake sticker that's actually part of the card. When Cillian shows the hole and puts his hand through it, the sliding panel is positioned to reveal the hole. The real magic happens when he turns the card around. As he peels off the sticker, he's simultaneously sliding the hidden panel into place. This panel covers the hole from behind, creating the illusion that the hole has vanished. What makes this trick so effective is how it plays with our expectations. We're so focused on the potential reveal of Simon's chosen card that the hole in the card catches us off guard. Then, just as we've accepted the hole as real, it disappears, leaving us questioning everything we've seen. Killian's performance is a masterclass in misdirection and showmanship. His ability to guide the audience's attention exactly where he wants it, combined with his flawless execution of the trick, creates a truly magical moment. And now, for our number 1 spot, we have the mind-bending performance by Enzo Wayne that had everyone questioning the laws of physics. In this trick, Enzo starts by telling the audience he wants to test their power of perception. He climbs onto the table on stage, sits in a chair, and has his assistants cover him with a cloth. The stage is dimly lit, creating an atmosphere of mystery. Enzo starts counting down from 3. When he reaches 1, his assistant whips off the cloth and Enzo's gone. But before you can even process that, the audience spot him sitting on the stage light on the right side of the stage. It's like he teleported in the blink of an eye. But here's where it gets really interesting. Enzo decides to do the trick again, but this time he's going to explain how he does it. He puts on a reflective gym suit and says they'll use UV lights so the audience can see how he moves. Once again, Enzo sits in the chair, gets covered by the cloth, and starts the countdown. The cloth comes off and he's gone. The stage lights start vanishing, and we see a figure in a reflective suit running from behind the chair to the right stage light. Everyone thinks it's Enzo, right? Wrong. In a mind-blowing twist, the figure points to the left stage light, and there's Enzo, sitting there without the reflective suit. It's like he's in 2 places at once. So how did Enzo pull off this impossible feat of teleportation? Let's break it down. The key to Enzo's performance lies in masterful misdirection, precise timing, and the clever use of a body double. When Enzo first disappears from the chair, he's using a trapdoor or a sliding mechanism as he did in the first try. This allows him to quickly exit the covered area and switch with his double, who was already behind the chair. Now the person we see running to the stage light in the reflective suit is actually Enzo's double. This misdirection is crucial. It makes us believe we're seeing how the trick is done when in fact it's part of the illusion itself. The real Enzo is already in position at the left stage light, hidden by the darkness. When the lights change, revealing Enzo in his original outfit, our minds are truly blown. And there you have it, our top 5 magicians who stunned the judges on Britain's Got Talent 2023. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the world of BGT magic, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.